Hello and welcome to another installment of Whatever Happened To. Do y'all know Keemstar, Leafy, and the other purveyors of web drama? I don't even know what web drama means anymore. It's just been used to the point where it lacks all meaning. Just got into a fight with my fat ass brother over eating all the pizza. Holy shit. DZ Expo! Today we'll be talking about the person who could be considered the precursor to this whole drama obsession, or whatever the hell you want to call it, as well as being one of the earliest members of the YouTube commentary community. 4-star shit starter, simply known as Blackbustercritic. Anyway, let's begin. Jamin Williams, aka Blackbustercritic, started around 2009 or earlier. I actually remember watching him after graduating high school. His first few videos were vlogs of him in his backyard talking about various subjects, such as his disdain of the furry and Sonic community, as well as stories of him working for Blockbuster before its closing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of those vids due to his older channels as well as a few archive channels being taken down, but I'll get into that later. As he gained more popularity, he began to broaden his horizons by talking about PC gaming and as well as the typical gaming or movie review, though he still continued with his one-man war against the Sonic fandom with a series known as Sonic Brain Fart, where he'd make commentaries on some of the more interesting members of the fandom.
This video is to directly attack the minds of the Sonic fans and just shatter that wall of belief they have for Sega and Sonic Team. Because, you know, what you guys always say is Sonic Team is working hard and Sega's working hard. They're listening to the fans. You guys are so funny. And you know what? All these games that Sega cranks out, you guys just eat them. Like Sega takes a crap on a plate, you guys, they're ready with your spoons. Just eating it up.
In spite of all the infamy he was gaining, it wasn't until 2011, when Life in a Tent, someone who deserves an entire video on his own, decided to make a video about the 8.8 earthquake that occurred in Japan. While there's nothing wrong about talking about a touchy subject online, it was clear by all the quips and jokes he was making about it that he was just using it as a means to bolster his own career, as well as the fact that the entire video was monetized.
And then okay, Southern California has earthquakes too, but you guys take the cake. You had a 7.9 recently, and what is this? You're now hit by an 8.8, okay?
So Blackbustercritic was on the scene and began making several call-out vids. He then used one of his signature moves of actually talking with his adversaries one-on-one via Skype, part of this strange internet warrior code that he had about facing people.
Mr. Life in a Tent.
Keep going, bro.
The hypocrisy. Why the hypocrisy?
Of what? What, like, bowling or something?
Yes.
Is it based on what you told me about the whole Eric Douglas thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty simple. It's because during the whole war, I was on the phone with YouTube, and they told me their thoughts on everything. And they said he was a troll, somebody that's just trying to raise drama. And since none of that is true, they didn't particularly care about what video I made.
You lived in the Netherlands back then?
Yeah, I was in the Netherlands last year.
And you're in South Cal now, where you experienced these earthquakes that were nearly as bad as what's happening in Japan.
See, here's the thing. You got a little smart-ass voice. You should probably learn to start asking questions, because you don't know me, and I don't know you.
This one little slap fight slowly grew into a massive campaign of making aggressive commentaries in order to bait the creators to actually speak with. Could waste your time talking about everyone that he's went toe-to-toe with, but I don't really feel like it. I'll just give you one example of one of his many conquests, if that's what you want to call it. Remember our old pal Emmy? Apparently he called out old Blackbustercritic and invited him to one of his live streams. But instead of facing BBC man-to-man, he decided to just have him in the stream chat, rather than just talking to him normally. Class act. BBC didn't take too kindly to this and decided to make a response video. But being the banhammer happy person he's been known for being, Helsing decides to file a few hate speech claims, causing BBC's first channel to be taken down. At the time of his newest account being set up, BBC was preparing to enter the military, causing his channel to be devoid of any updates for several months.
Because you are sitting here announcing here that I am trying to censor people. How am I censoring anybody? I mean, dude, look. Just look. Everybody here is typing anything which they tweet. I'm not censoring souls. See? Every single person in here is free to type anything which they fucking wish. The only time that I ever ban or censor anybody is if they are streaming. And
After his return, things went pretty smoothly for BBC, until he decided to make a few response videos towards a few people in the commentary community who were critiquing his rants. So how do you think he went about with these response vids? Give concise and rational replies? Oh heavens no, he just went on long, hour-long tirades, insulting the commentators instead of going after their actual points. Needless to say, YouTube didn't take this too kindly, and the first 2 vids caused 2 strikes to be put on his channel. The third one being the final nail in the coffin for his channel, causing it to be taken down altogether. His third channel hosts pretty much the same types of vids before, though he doesn't really go onto the warpath as much as he used to. Though he'd occasionally bitch out someone in the comment section when he felt it necessary. As of now, BBC hasn't made anything in the last 2 months. It seems like he just got bored of all the drama, or maybe just had life take its course and was too busy to upload anything as of now. So that was Blackbustercritic. Love him or hate him, he definitely left an impact on the community for a while. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Or don't. I'm not your father. I'm sure you all are old enough to make your own sound decisions. In spite of all this infamy... fucking Mark. You want to be part of the show too, man?